to remind you all that we have a program next week, the International Special Librarians, and it's really going to be fascinating. I hope that you'll consider coming on Thursday. And then we have the Cinco de Mayo, and I hope you'll all sign up for our Cinco de Mayo because it's going to be really fun. We're going to celebrate Mexico's independence with margaritas and tacos and some other food. We're having a scavenger hunt in the stacks with a little trivia quiz to go with it, and prizes. We have great prizes. We have 8 prizes. And then we're going to have a knowledge cafe with 5 professionals that are working very nice.
How are we going to have time for all this, Mary?
I'm going to bring my whistle.
Oh.
It'll work out. It'll work out. But it's going to be fun, so I hope you'll join us.
You have to wear your Mexican garb.
A sunburn. Or something like that. And National Geographic has been wonderful to host us, to allow us to use their library to do this. And speaking of wonderful, I want to thank Marie Cadell and Andrew LeCoq for letting us use LexisNexis tonight and for sponsoring this program. So thank you very, very much, because without you all, we couldn't do it. We really couldn't. So happy to do it.
Yay.
Okay, now onto the program. And most of you probably already know Karen, and if you don't know her, you probably know of her. I think of her as sort of SLA's technology goddess, and definitely DCSLA's technology goddess. You may not know, but Karen was instrumental in getting SLA's wiki up and running. She worked on the sandbox, on the courses, and actually so did Marie. So certainly, now I got off track, our technology goddess. Very instrumental with SLA and with the playground that 23 Things is. She teaches information technology at Catholic University as an adjunct professor. And at National Geographic, she has gone over to the other side and is going to collaborate to work as senior.
It's a long
Senior Systems Administrator. I wrote it down and I left it. Would you repeat it?
I don't even know how to say it. It's Senior Systems and Database Administrator.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Information Systems and Technology. National Geographic Society.
But
I'm in IT. Just say I'm in IT.
IT, but still bringing the same inventiveness and creativity to all of the projects. Tonight, Karen's going to talk to us about Google Apps. She's been working on a project at National Geographic to implement the Google Apps organization-wide, I believe. So she knows what she's talking about.
Thank you. It's also nice to kind of be at LexisNexis because a couple years ago they gave me the Innovation and Technology Award at SLA. So hopefully I am still their poster child. Collaborative tools too that we've been using with the KM division because I'm chair of KM for SLA, and a few things that my students have been exploring with e-learning. So those are going to be sort of just some throw-ins, offshoots of the Google Apps. The top right, I put my Vitae into this little tag cloud, and I sort of felt like, you know, it's not really what I want to represent myself. So it made me start thinking, you know, how do I grow my own competencies? You know, sure, I'm technology, but I always think that I'm also focused on building communities and building kind of a way to collaborate and discuss online. And you don't see hardly any of that, I mean, in my Vitae. So I want to kind of set, you know, today's kind of a framework, because I think sometimes the issue is people are like, well, how do you learn what you learn? And so I have a framework I wanted to share, and also, you know, the idea of managing change. And that's really what the heartache that some of the people have experienced at Geographic. Google Apps, just switching to Google Apps doesn't mean that people are going to love you even though you switch over to Google Apps. You're still going to have a big continuum. It really doesn't matter if it's Lotus Notes, Google Apps, Microsoft Exchange. People are going to cry, and then people are going to say, oh, I love it. You know, you're going to have a big continuum no matter what you do. I personally love it because I think it allows more a 24/7 type mentality, and it does foster some growth in the organization, easy access to develop collaborative communities. And so I sort of want to go through that, and then the idea of just how, you know, you kind of plan, you do it. So I'm going to show how I've immersed myself in Google Apps through various other ways, and then teach. And I think that that's actually what's really strengthened my learning, is that I teach. And so all the skills that I think information professionals have, just because I'm in IT, my skills still translate really well in the IT world. So they've put me on some really tricky people to train, so it's been challenging, but it's also been kind of exciting because I'm working with people I haven't actually worked with at all at the organization. I've been there 25 years as of May, so for 25 years I haven't worked with these people who are senior executives to some of our top dogs, so it's been kind of exciting to kind of learn more about the organization from a different perspective that I hadn't been able to see in the libraries.